What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another highly combustible reaction. We're jumping into another new kind of thing to the channel. 15 German brands you pronounce wrong. Probably I pronounce wrong. I think that's what they're saying. And they're probably correct. It's Feli from Germany. Definitely get over. Show her some love on her channel. We're already subbed up. We've already smashed the like button. It's coming at us from Ronnie. I definitely appreciate you correcting me, schooling me up, you and Feli. Let's see what we got. Let's see what I've done wrong.
Hey, have you seen my Adidas
Oh wait, we don't need this Thai subtitles.
shoes? Your what shoes?
Adidas.
Adidas, the brand? Oh, Adidas.
What the hell is the difference? Adidas and Adi. Oh, I guess there is kind of a difference. I guess in some languages it would be a different word.
Shoes? Adidas, the brand? Oh, Adidas. Not sure. Maybe you've left them in the car? Oh, and your friend's Volkswagen? Huh? Volkswagen, the car brand? It's a German car brand. You should know that. Oh, VW. Okay.
Von weh.
Hello, servus, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Felicia. I'm originally from Munich, Germany, but have been living here in Cincinnati, Ohio, on and off since 2016.
Very cool.
So a little update before I get into the topic. I had my wrist surgery last Tuesday. Everything went well and my insurance approved it, so they're fully paying for it, which is great. I was pretty knocked out afterwards for a few days, but I'm doing better every day, and today is the first time that I thought I would try to record something, as you can see. I'm having my first follow-up appointment in 4 days, and as promised, there will be another video about this topic in a few weeks. But a few weeks ago, before I broke my wrist, I made a video about mistakes that many Germans make when speaking English, and a lot of you guys asked me to make a video the other way around about mistakes that non-native speakers make in German, and that's definitely going to come, but there's actually a very similar topic that I've been wanting to cover for a while, so that's what I'll talk about today. German brand names that English native speakers often pronounce very differently than we do in Germany, and some of these brands you may not even realize that they're German. So I made a list of 15 German brand names that are typically mispronounced in English, and I'm going to tell you how they're pronounced correctly in German and also give you a little background information on some of them as well. First one is Audi. Most Americans that I know pronounce it like I just said
Let's
it.
say
Audi. In German, we say Audi.
I say Audi.
And there's actually a funny story as to where this name came from. In 1904, a guy called August Horch founded a car company called A. Horch und Company, Motorenwarenwerke Zwickau, but a few years later he left the company and founded a new one. But he wasn't allowed to call it Horch again, and since that's not only his last name, but also means listen in the imperative form, he ended up translating it into Latin, and that's Audi. So Audi means listen. The company is located in Ingolstadt in Bavaria.
I'm saying I've heard some people pronounce it wrong. I definitely pronounce it right, because otherwise it wouldn't rhyme. When I watched that. There's a song out there that they used to make us watch called Saudis and Audis. And it's a hilarious little tidbit of a kind of satirical thing that I knew that I was pronouncing it the right way. Audi, right? Audi. Yeah, not that other Audi. I don't even know why you would pronounce it Audi. It's not like O-D-D-Y. That doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah. Then, of course, one of the most famous car brands in the world is this one. It's located in Stuttgart, Germany.
It will be interesting to see how this one is actually said, considering I can think of a whole bunch of ways that people actually say it.
Famous car brands in the world is this one. It's located in Stuttgart, Germany.
Here we go.
I've heard Americans pronounce it Porsche or Porsche. In German, we say Porsche. So there's like this short E sound in the end.
Yeah.
Porsche. It was founded by Ferdinand Porsche in 1931 as a company for vehicle development work and consulting. And one of the first assignments that the company had was from the Nazi government at the time to design a car for the general public, which was what later would become Volkswagen. And so they designed the Volkswagen Beetle, the VW Käfer.
You heard how she said it, right? There's a lot of things that we have been obviously slaughtering for years. Years and years and years of nobody correcting anybody else. I definitely like this. She's definitely said Volkswagen in a whole different way than we normally say it, like I just said it.
This one sounded super funny to me when I first heard how people pronounce it in English. I actually used to drive one back in Germany. So most Americans call this Mercedes.
Yeah.
In German, we pronounce it Mercedes. So Mercedes versus Mercedes. Mercedes. So it's really pretty different. And the full name, of course, is Mercedes-Benz. I've also heard that in England, people also refer to Mercedes as Merc. A German will not know what you're talking about if you say that, just for your information. Originally, it was just the company Daimler Motorengesellschaft, founded in 1890. The name Mercedes was added later, inspired by a Daimler car dealer called Emil Jelinek, who was also driving car races under the alias Monsieur Mercedes, which was based on his daughter's first name, Mercedes Jelinek. The name was later also used for one of the car models in the year 1900 and then eventually became the name of the brand itself.
This is actually really intriguing kind of brand history that we're going through here. I thought it was just going to be like, you guys, you say it wrong, this is how you say it. But she actually took it a whole nother level and is teaching along with it, which is definitely respected on this end. Yeah, I'm glad you guys brought me on this journey. We're definitely going to have to check out some more. Make sure you go show Feli some love on her channel too. So, it's crazy good.
This one simply has 3 letters, but of course they're pronounced differently in English and in German. In English, people say BMW. In German, we say BMW because W is pronounced W in German, and it stands for Bayerische Motorenwerke, which means Bavarian Engine Works. And of course,
the only thing I know about the BMW logo is that the white is propellers against a blue sky because they used to make airplane engines. That's the only thing I know about BMW. I didn't know what it was actually stood for.
Bavarian Engine Works, and of course BMW is located in my hometown Munich, which is the capital of Bavaria. The company was founded in 1916 and originally mainly produced aircraft engines. It's said that the logo represents a plane propeller, and it also has the colors of Bavaria, blue and white, to show the company's origin. Then after World War I, they survived by producing motorcycle engines, farm equipment, household items, and railway brakes, and built their first motorcycle in 1923 and then became a car manufacturer a few years later. They then went back to concentrating on aircraft engines again during World War II, using forced labor from prisoners in concentration camps, and didn't get back into car manufacturing until 1952. Overall, all of these German car brands that I just mentioned are more or less considered luxury brands in the US. I mean, Porsche, of course, is considered a luxury brand in Germany as well, but Audi, Mercedes, and BMW are pretty much just regular
normal
car brands. Obviously, they do have expensive luxury cars as well, but the regular models are driven by people from all social classes in Germany.
Crazy.
English speakers call this Volkswagen, while in Germany we usually just call it VW, VW, VW. But even if we did go by the full name, it would be pronounced Volkswagen and not Volkswagen. So just imagine that it was spelled with an F and V instead. Volkswagen. This literally means people's car.
Yeah, you don't hear people say it like that in America. I'm never. My ex-father-in-law, he's the only person I ever heard say it the right way.
Car of the people, and it was founded during the Third Reich in the late 1930s because Hitler wanted to have a car that was affordable for middle-class Germans and that met the needs of an average family. So this was his attempt to make cars something that wasn't only available to upper-class people, but to the general public. And the company is based in Wolfsburg. Now let's move on to something other than cars. So this is one of the brands where when I heard Americans say this for the first time, I didn't understand at all what they were referring to because they usually pronounce it Adidas. Yeah. And in Germany, we say Adidas. Adidas, Adidas.
Yeah, there's
super
definitely a difference.
It's the second largest sportswear manufacturer in the world after Nike, and I don't think that a lot of people know that this is a German company. It also has an interesting backstory. It was founded by Adolf Dassler, whose nickname was Adi, so the brand name is based on his first and last name, Adidas. He founded the company at his mother's house after he returned from World War I, and he actually played a big role in developing spiked running shoes. In 1924, his brother Rudolf joined the company and they founded the Dassler Brothers Shoe Factory, but they later got into a fight, split up, and his brother actually founded his own company called Puma, which became the biggest rival of Adidas.
That's
so both
true.
Adidas and Puma are German brands.
So that rivalry stems from a family rivalry. Wow.
Another shoe manufacturer that many Germans would probably consider very, very German. Like if you talk about something typically German, Birkenstock.
Oh, yeah, we don't say it like that. We say Birkenstock.
Very, very German. Like if you talk about something typically German, Birkenstock is definitely going to be mentioned, but of course this brand is known all over the world nowadays, and it's natural that people pronounce it with their native accent, so English speakers usually say Birkenstock. In German we say Birkenstock. Birkenstock, Birkenstock, which literally translates to
IRs
birch
are very
stick.
hard.
The roots of the company go all the way back to the 18th century, by the way. From shoes to alcohol, this is pronounced Jägermeister in German. Jägermeister. English speakers usually...
Wow, I've never ever heard it pronounced like that. That's very, very cool. Say it again.
Pronounced Jägermeister.
Jägermeister.
In German. Jägermeister. English speakers usually say
Jägermeister.
Jägermeister,
Yeah, we
which
normally
is pretty
say
much the same, just with
Jägermeister.
a pretty thick accent. And people also often use the abbreviation Jäger, like, can I have a shot of Jaeger, please?
Yeah.
It literally means
Jaeger
hunt
bombs,
master.
baby.
Jäger is the hunter and Meister is master, and it's a German herbal
The
liquor.
Master Hunter? I'm drinking more of that, even though
This is a
not
German
my
grocery
favorite flavor.
store. You can also find them in other European countries, and they even have some stores in the US. I usually get the majority of my groceries at Aldi here in the US. In Germany, we call stores like Aldi or Lidl discounters because they sell groceries for very low prices. In English, people usually pronounce this Aldi.
Aldi.
I think I've also heard Aldi before, but
Yeah.
I think most people say Aldi. Or they also sometimes add an S that isn't there in the end and say Aldis. In Germany, we just say Aldi. It has its origin.
Americans actually do that with a lot of different supermarkets where we add an S. We had a Lucky supermarket that became Lucky's supermarket. We have, yeah. Why do we add an S onto things? That doesn't make any damn sense.
The end and say Aldis. In Germany, we just say Aldi. It has its origins in 1945 when the two brothers Theo and Karl Albrecht took over their mother's corner store and came up with the concept of having a small selection while having low prices. The name Aldi comes from Albrecht Discount, so Albrecht, which is their last name, discount. In Germany, we have Aldi Süd and Aldi Nord, Aldi South and Aldi North. Again, this is because of two brothers splitting up into two different businesses. In the US, the store is simply called Aldi and it actually belongs to Aldi South, while the store Trader Joe's belongs to Aldi North.
Yeah, didn't know that at all. Had no idea Trader Joe's was a part of that. Wow, we are learning all kinds of things about things that we should have known.
Now let's move on to cosmetics. Nivea is a German brand from
Nivea.
Hamburg that's mainly known for its
Nivea.
face lotion in the little blue container, but of course they offer a large variety of products nowadays. Again, I find the English pronunciation pretty funny here. English native speakers usually say Nivea.
Yep.
Nivea. In German we
Nivea.
say Nivea. Nivea. So the emphasis is on the E.
Nivea. Wow.
This is a
We
German
are
hair
horrible
cosmetics
at speaking
brand that
English.
you can find all
We're
over the world.
horrible at speaking brand names from other countries. Like seriously,
Pretty
what's wrong
much.
with us? We just
In
create a
German,
new
we
English
pronounce
word.
it Schwarzkopf, which literally means black head. Schwarzkopf. English native speakers usually pronounce it Schwarzkopf or
Yep,
Schwarzkopf
Schwarzkopf.
or something along those lines.
That's how we pronounce it.
Deutsche Bank is the largest bank in Germany. Deutsche Bank also literally means German bank. Of course, you can find Deutsche
It
Bank
makes
not
sense.
only in Germany, but in other countries as well. A good friend of mine here in Cincinnati
Deutsche-
actually just did an
Deutsche
internship
Bank.
with them in their
Let's
New
go to
York
the
City
Deutsche
location.
Bank.
And she's also going to start a full-time job with them soon. And Americans usually pronounce it Deutsche Bank or something along those lines. And my friend always uses the abbreviation Deutsch when she refers to it. So like she said, I got a job offer from Deutsch, which is just really funny to me because that literally just means German.
I got a job offer from the Germans.
This is a German manufacturer of high-end domestic appliances, and it's not exactly pronounced wrong in English, but English native speakers usually say something like Miele, Mila. So it usually sounds more like an A in the end, whereas in German we say Miele. Miele. So the last letter is just a little bit different.
Yeah,
and Miele really does stand for quality. If you invest in a Miele dishwasher or washing machine, you just know that it's going to be a good product and it's going to last. This is something that everyone
yeah, we pronounce that all kinds of way. Haribo, Haribo.
knows and loves. So
but you guys have the I and the R together, so she's gonna say.
Maybe not everyone knew that Haribo is actually German. We pronounce it Haribo. Haribo. And again, the name originates in the name of the founder of the company, which was Hans Riegel, and he was from the city of Bonn in Germany. So Hans Riegel from Bonn, and he always took the first two letters, put them together, and it became Haribo.
I honestly don't even think that a lot of us realized that those were German, even though they have German writing on a lot of the bags.
Hans Riegel Bonn. Haribo. And last but not least, let's talk about a company that is not doing super well during these times, but it's one of the largest companies in Germany and second largest airline in Europe. And maybe
it's an amazing airline. It's the only airline where I've ever gotten on and I've been like, they were like, sir, would you like a drink? And I said, yes, please. And I went to grab my wallet and she was like, oh no, all drinks are complimentary on our flights. And I was like, wait, what?
English
I need to fly
usually
this more.
Say Lufthansa, but in German we say Lufthansa. So the emphasis is on the first syllable, Lufthansa versus Lufthansa.
At least I didn't say it like Lufthansa. That's a weird way to say it.
So now, of course, I want to know from you guys which of these brand names you've always mispronounced and maybe which ones you didn't even realize were German brands. And also let me know in the comments below which German brand or maybe German celebrity name or something like that you've always wanted to know how to pronounce it correctly, and maybe I can do a follow-up video soon and let you guys know what the pronunciation is. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to check out my other language-related videos as well. You can find them in this playlist. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so yet. And also make sure to activate the little bell next to the subscribe button to make sure that you get a notification whenever I upload a new video. Because right now with my broken wrist, things are just a little tricky for me and I can't really predict when and how many videos I'm going to be able to make in the next few weeks. But whenever I do manage to finish something, I'm just going to upload it whenever it's finished, so make sure to get the notification whenever that happens. And until then, you can see what I'm up to on Instagram and on Facebook. And you can also support me even more and join my Patreon family, patreon.com/ or support me with a small donation on buymeacoffee.com. Thank you guys so much. Stay safe and healthy, everyone, and I hope I'll see you next time. Tschüss!
There you have it, everybody. 15 German bands you pronounce wrong. I've been pronouncing every single one of them wrong. Feli, thank you for the spin up on it. Thank you for teaching us the right way. And thank you for the damn history lesson. We definitely should learn more about where things come from. If you guys enjoyed it, hit the like button. If you dislike it, hit the dislike button. Go show Feli from Germany some love. The link's in the description. Till the next one, I'm highly combustible. You guys be happy, healthy, safe. I love you to the moon and back. Peace.